Alright, good morning, folks. Today's Monday, and it definitely feels like a Monday. Monday. It is 9:30. We had to do some wrenching, some mechanicking before we could even get started this morning. The shields on the skid steer quick attach had bolts broke in it. And John Deere, fix this, would you? I'm not the only one that's had problems out of it. I'm not real sure what the deal is, but something about the bolts vibrating and they break on the skid steer shields. So then you're supposed to have like 8 bolts. I think I've got 4 at best, holding these shields on. And the shield fell down, jammed in between the quick attach levers. And then unknowingly to Richie, they were broke, So then whenever he was trying to attach it, it went through a little fit there and it blew the fuse on the quick attach. But I got her fixed up. Ain't no big deal. I got her fixed up. Put back together this morning. I got Tommy Boy ahead of us. He is carrying some culverts up here. We got to replace some culverts that we shouldn't have had to replace them. We wasn't supposed to have to replace them. And I gotta replace them. I mean, they're out of elevations, all jacked up. They're right in the daggone way. And boy, I tell you what, he put the gravel down now. Mercy sakes, I'm gonna tell him it. Which it works out good by the time I blade it. I gotta blade it out. It's gotta be 12. The road's gotta be 12 foot wide. So the trucks can only spread it out about 10 feet wide. So by the time I go through and kind of blade it down, man, it works out perfect. So I shouldn't even say anything. I need to just leave it the way it is. He's a good driver too. I don't want to make him mad. So we got a lot of reclaim ahead of us. That's for sure. I got a lot of reclaim, but that's okay. It's all right. We got her. If it was easy, all the pretty girls would be doing it. We'll drop these culverts off up here, and I got to jerk these ones out and replace some of these. I'm in the service truck. I'm gonna keep it up here on the job. We've got to have a truck. We've got to have a first aid kits and all that. We've got to have that within reach, and those are on our trucks. The spill kits are on our trucks. So legally, according to the regulations on the job, I'm supposed to have this truck close anyway. So I got to have it. Ain't no big deal. Daggone, we didn't get none of us got any radios yet. So I got to hand out radios this morning. I done our safety briefing, got all that out of our way. I forgot the radios. So I'll get the radios out here in a minute. But you guys hold still. Well, it's lunchtime. It's a pouring the rain. I'll send gravel trucks home. I think Bo's in his new truck from Stone's Trucking. He's in his new Peterbilt. And he got his load dumped off and spread. He was packing 307s, but Chase, I don't know what Chase's company's called. But Chase was in his dump truck, and I know he can't get his load dumped off. I sent word to him. There ain't no cell phone service, so I sent word to him just to dump his off down there in the laydown yard. We'll just have to use it. We'll just have to smear it around down there. I hate to waste a load of stone. I mean, there ain't nothing to do. I mean, you can't get him on the road. It wasn't supposed to rain. I didn't think it was supposed to do this bull mess. I'm telling you, we're working right in the middle of the Kanawha rainforest. Kanawha County rainforest. It rains up here all the time, and it won't even be. It ain't rain to drop. My grass is brown. It's like walking around on a bunch of SOS pads out in the yard. Brown, dry, and it's mud up here. I mean, there's mud. I got water running down the middle of the road. I mean, I got it contained. I'm not polluting the environment or anything. Everything's contained, but I don't know if you can hear that or not, but those raindrops is as big as friggin' quarters hitting this roof. We're eating lunch, but I don't know what we're gonna do. I mean, I can hammer and cut a ditch out, I guess. I guess that's what we'll probably end up doing. We're just going to hammer, I guess, today. I think as long as we put rock on the bank, we don't put dirt over the hill, I think we're okay, as long as it's just rock. I guess we're going to put a ditch in. Me and Richie and Tommy boy, I guess Tommy will sit in the cab and watch a little bit, I guess. I don't know what else to do. I don't want to go home. If I got work I could do, I don't want to go home, you know. Man, is it pouring the rain. I don't know what else to do, but cut ditch out. I'm going to give it a few more minutes to see if it quits. I can't even get my truck. My service truck's up here on the hill with us. I ain't figured out how I'm going to turn this thing around. I'm telling you, it's pouring the rain now, man. She's slick. I'm hoping I can take my service truck up top of the hill and get it turned around. I don't know whether I want to keep going uphill and have to fight coming back down, or if I just want to get it turned around where she's at. I think I can turn it around where she's at. Then I hope we can get it off the hill without tearing up too much jack. Won't be bad. Got Stone's trucking back on the job, of course. Chase should be coming up there about any time. What makes the job easy is when you got good drivers, you got good equipment, you got good help. What really makes the difference. Well, here we are, hammering this ditch and stuff out. I don't know if you can tell by the, probably got you a little bit of a bad spot there, but anyway, this is so frazzling hard. We can't even pull a ditch. Can't even dip it out with the hoe. So we're actually, I'm hammering in front of Richie, and he's pulling ditch as I'm hammering it. I hope it turns out all right. I ain't got very good mount. I'm doing this on my phone too, ain't it? That's about a 4,500 pound hammer right there, We got rained out real bad. It absolutely poured yesterday. It absolutely poured. So we got rained out a half a day, and we left, and then we're back here today. I got the guys dry. I got 2 Stone trucks trucking again today. Chase, he's a privateer. He owns his own truck. He's a helping truck. So I got 2 trucks a trucking me Stone, and then we made a decision that if they can't get up the hill, then they're going to. Yeah, drop your bucket. You can drop your bucket off up here if you want to, or you can take it down there with you. But yeah, grab us 3 18-inch culverts. Just be careful coming up the hill. You'll probably have to move some stuff around when you get up here or whatever. Just be careful coming up and down the hill with them. So that's what we're doing now. Is I got a culvert goes in behind me, and I got a culvert that goes in right up the road, right up from me here. I got one going in, and kind of busting that out. We're kind of using it to fix some of this erosion on the sides. They want me to put riprap in it, or 9x18s shot rock. So I'm actually using some of this stuff here. I'm just using it instead of the shot rock to clean it up. And I guess I probably will put a little bit of 9x18s or shot rock on it, some limestone, just to kind of clean it up. But this will kind of help save some money on it. And I'm trying not to tear up right there where I'm tearing up. I'm trying not to tear that up too much. I don't know how in the world to get that. We ain't got no daggone towels or anything. I've been looking in the office trying to get some, and they ain't been none in there. I'm trying to basically just kind of cut her down there about 12 inches deep. I think we're going to get the okay to not have to put any kind of erosion blanket in it, because grass ain't gonna grow on rocks, and there ain't even no way to fasten it in there. We still got to put our erosion eels and stuff in, but we're kind of just cleaning everything up here. We'll go ahead and take that off because that kind of sticks out pretty bad. It's not real hard rock. It's like a sandstone. It's not a real hard rock, but this hammer really makes quick work of it. Plus, I've got a guy coming in behind me dipping, and that right there really helps. I really like to be mulching, finishing the road up, but it just ain't going to happen. I got to stay right here with them and help get this going, or help keep this going. Fracture some of that back. Even if this don't really turn out really good as far as film, I'll probably still put it in the video just to help explain kind of stages of what we're doing here. I got a culvert. I should be coming up close on the next one. I think they're not. They put them in weird places. I guess they done it so that it didn't keep eroding, but I probably would have put them back in the same exact spot. This road had water bars cut in it, which is what caused all the erosion. And I figured it was going to get a little harder up here, and it is. It's proving me right. We're going to use that skid steer. I'm going to have him, this big rock like this, I'm just going to have him throw it out into the road, take the skid steer, scoop it up. Because you ain't going to put that back up on a hill. Richie does good. Richie's working down there. He's working his heart out trying to get this ditch cut in here. Make sure I get all that. There ain't nothing more aggravating to a clean out guy than whenever the hammer guy leaves a hangnail. Making sure I don't leave any. Make sure I don't leave any. I like keeping my ditch roads good and straight. Basically what he'll do is he'll come in behind me and he'll pull all that rock out and leave just the void, leave just a gutter in it, the ditch. He'll leave that. There's a big piece. And see, what I usually try to do, if I get a big old piece like that, I try to go ahead and hit it, kind of bust him up. It makes it easier. It makes it easier on the clean out guy. It makes it easier on everybody and everything. So I go ahead and hit it. It don't take just a minute. Then I kind of go ahead and pull what loose maybe already in the way. You don't want to use that chisel for a ripper. That's where a lot of people mess up using a hammer. Is they want to use that thing for like a chisel or like a hammer shoot, like a ripper, and you can't. That it's hard on the machine. It's hard on the bracket. It's hard on everything. You want to just basically you just want to point like a finger. And then you don't want to keep sitting there just drilling either. That's where a lot of people. A good hammer man is essential when it comes to this. I'm particularly not. I don't like being a hammer man, but rental equipment usually or anything that's borrowed from Mark, I usually try to be the operator for it just in case something happens to it. And where this is a Mark machine, I usually try to run in myself the hammer. That hammer's probably $60,000 probably. They're wanting me to put some kind of a reclaim matting on the upper hillside of this ditch, and I'm like, well, it's rock. That's the reason why we're having to hammer it, because it's rock. We're not destroying anything, we're just removing it. And I'm going to try to put all this stuff, this material here, I'm going to try to put it over the bank, because it's all rock and it should be fine. I think it's right here to come in on me a little bit. This is where I cut all this out with my 700. Let me tell you, her tongue was hanging out by the time I got done. She didn't want no more. And this was the section that I was actually afraid of whenever I I walked this or drove this. Try to hit that just a little bit more right there, and then I'll move over some and try to frack it off. There she went. And these John Deere Hitachi machines are just absolutely phenomenal. It's so humid outside where it poured the rain yesterday, and it's hot. It's supposed to get like 95, 98 degrees. There's a big chunk in it. Try to keep them things manageable. It's a lot easier on the skid steer when he goes to move this stuff too. Alright, I'll check back with you. Oh, mercy sakes, this sucks! I was going up through here earlier, man, like a bad mammy jammy just to getting it. I was figuring I'd be through this stuff about a little after lunchtime, you know. Boy, was I wrong, because man, it got hard. It got hard quick. And then, of course, we only got one hose made yesterday, and I was talking to my brother on the phone this morning and drove right past Leslie's and forgot to pick up the other hose that they got made finally. And what do you know, about 1 o'clock we blowed the other hose, the one that was the old hose. So I had to send Tommy Boy after a hose while me and Richie worked on ditch and moved rock and stuff. But I mean, the road's pretty wide. I'm just trying to kind of make it all kind of uniform here, get my ditch cut in. I got Stone's Trucking. They're bringing us a load of 307 Crusher Run up here on the hill, so we can use it to put the culverts in. We got three more culvert locations before we get to the big massive curve. After we get through that curve, I'm really hopeful that it's going to, the job's going to lighten up a little bit. I'm really hopeful that the job will lighten up some. Should lighten up some and let us make up some ground. But this first 2,800 feet is painful, and I'll be daggone if this 500, 600, 800 foot section is wearing me thin. I mean, this rock, it's just wearing me thin. I mean, I ain't got enough material laying around to build the road up so that I don't have to cut so deep. There's not enough material laying around me. I've got to do this right here. So that's basically what I'm doing. Richie and Tommy is they're putting down some erosion blanket because I told them I didn't want to get the road tied up with Bo coming in here. He should be in here probably about any time. Should be. And then we'll send him up the hill here. And then once we get rid of him, hopefully I'll be up the hill far enough, and I can basically let these boys jump in here where I'm at, and they can work on getting this ditch line pulled. I've been pulling ditch line, or I've been cutting out ditch line. I got about 40 feet or 50 feet or so cut out, 40 feet cut out. We got a culvert that goes in right up yonder. We got a culvert. Hopefully I can get to that culvert. Like I said, I don't want to leave any hangnails for him to have to deal with. I had a hangnail down below there, and he had to kind of finesse it a little bit. But then I got back in there and ended up cutting it down. It's just slow go, man. Just really slow go. But as far as I heard, I don't have to put erosion blanket in this. I can just leave it rock. It's a rock ditch. I just leave the bottom of it rocked out. So hang in there. I'm trying to.
Well, God love his little heart. But the thinking so hard, his head blew off. That's what we're dealing with up in this place. I think that's the third one we killed. I'm sorry, we didn't kill it. That's the third one that got to thinking so hard that their heads blew off. And one copperhead.
Well, good morning, folks. Today is Friday. Running just a few minutes behind. Nothing really major, nothing more than usual probably, but the boys went ahead and left. They had to stop at the gas station, I'm sure, to get their every days. Back to God's country, and we got a lot to do today. We worked a long day yesterday. We worked till 7:30 yesterday evening. I mean, it was 9:10, I think, when I pulled in my driveway last night. You know, which, I mean, it is what it is. You know, I mean, that's a normal time. I mean, I ain't really that worried about it. I mean, I don't like the guys having to work that long because it'll burn them out. But we worked a pretty long day yesterday. Richie was off a day this week, and then we had a short day the other day whenever it rained us out. So Richie needed to work more hours to make up his hours. And then, of course, you know, I mean, today is just, it's a long day. It's going to be a long day at the end of the day because we've got to get everything reclaimed up that we've got tore up, which is spreading some mulch, putting down some more sock. Got a little bit of erosion blanket. Because I got one part of my ditch is just solid rock, so I don't have to put any kind of erosion control in that, but they got to put the eels and stuff down. We got a new guy starting today. I got to pick him up. I'm actually going to be a little bit late. I'm going to call him or send him a message and tell him. I hired 2 guys this week, but one of them was supposed to show up on Wednesday in park and ride, Barbersville Park and Ride over here. So we get there, he's not there. So I message him and tell him that, hey, we're here. I don't get anything back. I try to call him and it goes to voicemail. So I mean, I had to go. I had to hammer on the back, and so I left Tommy there to pick him up, and Tommy calls him, and he finally answers the phone. He said he overslept, and it's going to take him like 30 minutes to get there, and he knew that we couldn't wait on him, and of course, Tommy was like, yeah, well, you probably better call him and talk to him. He's all, I'm going to. I'm going to call him and talk to him. Well, he never called me. He never texted me or nothing. So, a big thumbs up to that cat, who talked a big talk and wanted a job and everything, talked to me a couple times, and then just don't show up. Good luck to you, buddy. But there's a lot of them out there like that. There's a lot of people out there like that right now. Anyway, so that, we didn't have, just 3 of us most of this week. We're going to have a 4th guy today, so that'll help out a lot where we can be doing 2 jobs at one time. Hopefully 2 jobs at one time. Hopefully we can still be building road and getting reclaim done all at the same time. We're going to try. And hopefully this new guy comes back after today. That's the other key thing, is hopefully he comes back after today, which is a typical problem a lot of times too. Almost as much a problem as to get him to show up initially is to get him to come back. So, saying all that, we're getting started. We're getting rolling. Today's Friday, but I'll most likely have to work again tomorrow anyway. I don't really want to. I want to work around my shop. I want to work on some stuff of my own. But the responsible business owner that I try to be tells me that I need to work tomorrow to finish clearing the road. Finish with the mulcher. Get done with the mulcher and get the mulcher loaded up I may even bring it back with me. I don't know, so that way I can drop it off on the way up. I haven't made my mind up yet. Most likely not. Most likely. You need 2 people when you start unhooking attachments and everything. I mean, you need 2 people. So I'm going to try my best today to make it a point to get you guys some outside footage and some footage of actually what we're going instead of me just ranting and raving, because I know most of you probably fast forward through this part anyway. And it's fine. I mean, I understand. I'm not the most interesting person. It's okay. I got broad shoulders. I can handle it. So stay tuned. Let's see what we can come up with. Okay, this is what we got going on. As you can see, this is the road before we start working on it. Stones guys just showed up and was spreading some stone on the road. We got to put a ditch back in here. Get this road all graded out where the water will run to our ditch. Get it put into specs. We're done. We're 99% done down to here, right down here. We got a lot to do this morning as far as reclaiming and getting everything back to where it's supposed to be. And that's probably what we're going to really get started with today. I got this culvert in. We got all this culvert in last night. We got it rolled in. It's a little soft here and there. Tommy probably could have done a little better job of rolling it, but I guess he was in a hurry, or he was tired, or whatever these kids nowadays complain about. I got this water bar in. It's probably a little bit deeper than what it should be, but they'll waller it out, I'm sure. And right down here, let's get to the equipment. Let's get everything oiled up, greased up for the day, and let's get her rolling. Well, we got got a lot of it mulched all the way up here at this one curve. I sent them to, because the other new guy that I hired, he didn't show up either. We went to go pick him up. He don't call. He won't respond back to any messages. He just didn't show up. So I don't have any idea what all that's about, but that's nor here nor there. The job must go on. So I'm fixing to get in here and do some hammering. We're going to hammer this back. We got a little bit of soft spots here and there, but nothing that a little bit of rock won't take care of. We got plenty of it right there. I'm going to hammer some of this back and bust some of that out there. Get it thrown over in the road so we can grade it and mash it in and get some rock on it. We got rock to there, and got this culvert in, so we got quite a bit done. Let's get in this hammer and hammer some. Well, that's after we got it hammered all out and got a ditch down in it. I got a little shallow spot right there. I gotta back it up and bust it down. And this side here kind of went down some, but I still gotta grade it. We're gonna put in one more culvert so we can get rid of this material here, so that way I can start grading this. Probably won't start grading it today, but I want to get it moved that way. Come Monday morning, we're ready to start grading and building the road. So, dragging a culvert up here to get it put in. Let's get going. Hey, good morning, folks. Today's Saturday, and I just didn't get in no hurry getting up and going this morning. I laid there. I was tired. I didn't get home. We didn't get home till 9:30, 10 till 10 last night. We put in a day yesterday. Now. I can't tell who all these people are. Put in a day yesterday. I think we got out the rock. If I do have any more rock, it's very, very, very limited, I think. At least to get to the top of the hill. I mean, I may get into some rock in that ditch, and if I do, it shouldn't be nowhere near what I'd already went through. What I've went through has been a big old bag of bear mess, I'm telling you. But we're through it. I can usually build about 1,000 feet of road a day, on average, with the conditions that we're in. The road's already there pretty much. We just got to straighten it up, regrade it, put it to grade, put a ditch back in it. You know, I can do 1,000 feet of that a day. I can do 1,000 feet. 800 easy, but 1,000 feet really easy. Another one. So, saying all that, with me cutting through this rock, I'm down about 250 feet a day. That's all I can get. And 2 culverts, you know, usually. But anyway, enough sad truth. We're going to get to the top of that hill Monday, Tuesday probably. Monday we should get to the top of the hill into the curve. I got 5 loads of stone laying down at the laydown yard, so I can hold one of my trucks over one evening and get that hauled up to the road and get it spread on the road. We got, if it rains, we're hauling into the laydown yard now. We're not sending no trucks home from here on out. If it's raining or, you know, whatever, I may only have 1 truck some days. Some days I may have 2 trucks. I got 2 trucks for Monday, and I'll probably try to keep 2 trucks up there working about all the time. Just if they ain't hauling to me on the road, they're gonna be hauling to me in on the laydown yard. And it don't really matter. What's it matter if we haul it up there? It ain't gonna take very long to load it up and bring it in. So, because I gotta get this road done. I mean, I need to be working on this road, because before you know it, fall's knocking on the door. I've been watching, seeing leaves falling off of the. Sorry, old buddy. I try not to. I've been seeing leaves fall on the ground. I mean, leaves are kind of changing a little bit here and there, and it's a sad truth to me, because I hate wintertime. I hate winter. And I just don't know if we got enough time to get this work done. So, saying all that, I am on my way back up to the job, and I'm going to run mulcher today, and I want to get the rest of the road. I'm going to get the rest of the road clearing done. I know there's a lot of it, but I think I can get it done. We got dinner. I got dinner date tonight with my wife, Miss Kay. So I don't want to be up here messing around at 6 o'clock this evening. I'm not. I want to be in my truck, AIS, in my truck. I want to be in my truck, sitting in my truck, leaving by 3:30, 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock at the absolute latest. That puts me getting home at 5:30, which is okay. It gives me about 30, 45 minutes to get everything cleaned back up. Get out of my work boots into my Spooty Putin boots. Scooty Putin boots. There we go, I got it out. Scooty Putin boots. So, I think I'm going to stop and get me a big old breakfast. Well, as big as McDonald's breakfast is. And I'm going to ease on up a road there about 80. Get up in that holler. And there's all kinds of poplar leaves right there. Get up in the holler and get this thing done. Chewing up this maple. This maple's that's probably about a 14 inch. I don't know, that's probably about a 12 inch tree. And with this thing here, I'm still kind of learning techniques. Because like I said, it's completely different than any of the others I've ever used. One of the ways I found it to be good is like splitting it, which is kind of what I'm doing right now. And the other way I gouge it. Every now and then I get too greedy. Important thing is get that daggone thing down to where it's out of sight, out of mind. Here, let's work on this little small one. Trying to send as much stuff of that as I can over the hill. I've already got this big old ugly top. I gotta do something with it. A lot of these jobs is out of sight, out of mind. Cut the rest of it off with the chainsaw. tips. Blow all them over the hill. That's whole from that tree. The rest of that stuff is laid out. Let's get the rest of this top shoot up. Most likely what we'll do is come through here with the excavator and he can kind of just pick this stuff up that's going to be in our way, and we'll find us a place somewhere to hide it. The Leslie guy come through, was talking to me about it. I guess basically just checking to make sure I knew what I was doing. I told him I liked the machine. I mean, there was things about it that I didn't like as well. I mean, but I liked the machine. I wasn't lying about that. Some of this little stuff I could probably get by without having to take it down, but it's a lot easier to take it than this than it is a vulture. The guy that I'm working with there, contracted from, talked to him, was talking to him about progress. Somebody's coming out today to get this done. I wanted to get this part of it done. I think I still got about basically all I'm doing. I'm just chewing it up real good. I think I'm at 5,000 feet. I got about 3,000 more feet to go. I don't think all of it is that bad. I think some of it should be getting out of the hairier parts. A little greedy on that one, isn't I? My door cable come loose. Stupid trees. door's open, so I got over and hooked it on something. I'm gonna leave him two for now. I don't think we need to take him out. Take this one down here, and it's leaning out pretty good. That's what I like it whenever it works out like it. See, it won't. You have to run that daggone thing right in the ground to make it eat. They got the shoes adjusted down on it too to keep you from doing that. And I understand what they're doing or why they're doing it. I mean, even I'm not a professional mulcher. I don't set the cab on these things enough, but that's only if it ain't hard to clean up. That's why I try to mulch everything I can. Like right here, I want to cut down on this one. I'll get the biggest part of this. Come on, maybe. Get in there and bite. There you go. Okay. Back up here and get a couple more of these things and let's get our way out of here.